Welcome back to this episode of In the Grove. I'm Jeff Frankie. Today, my guest is Heather Larson from Meet Chicago Northwest. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. I know you've been on the show before. Explain to people what Meet Chicago Northwest is.
Absolutely. So we are the Convention and Visitors Bureau here in Elk Grove Village, representing 8 communities in the northwest suburbs, so the surrounding communities as well. We work predominantly with the restaurants, the hotels, bringing visitors into the area. They stay in our hotels, they eat in our restaurants, they fill up their gas tanks, and they create some economic impact for the community.
Now, the 8 communities, can you say who they are?
Of course. Arlington Heights. Okay. I'm going to say it in alphabetical order as best I can.
Okay.
Arlington Heights, Elk Grove Village, Itasca, Rolling Meadows, Roselle, Schaumburg, Streamwood, and Wooddale.
Okay.
That should be 8, yes.
Okay. So you work in trying to obviously get conventions, things like that, people to have events. I've known quite a time you've had sporting events at the Schaumburg Fields off of Rowling Road, at different hotels, the convention. Were you involved in the convention, the dog show?
We were.
Okay. Well, that's a big thing.
It was,
And then I think everybody saw it on the news.
Absolutely.
So those kind of events is what you work to get people to come into the northwest suburbs and spend their money.
Absolutely.
Correct?
That's
Basically,
exactly what we do.
And that's good for all of us as residents.
Absolutely. We're an extension on the hotel sales teams as well as on the village's economic development team.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's a different name. You had the names have changed, but people are like, what do you mean, Meet Chicago Northwest? But
so it's a matter of meeting and bringing people in, and so it's a play on words a little bit, and based in the northwest suburbs on the northwest edge of O'Hare. Of course, O'Hare is a huge asset for us, easy to get in whether you're driving or flying in, and we do have a national reach. So we have a proactive selling team that goes across the country looking for not only meetings and conventions to come into our hotels, but sporting groups, as you mentioned, tournaments, producers and whatnot, and we do bridal shows as well. And that kind of thing to fill the Belvedere and your banquet facilities.
You have I don't know if it's a logo or what, but on the edge.
On the edge, that was our initial tagline. It's better on the edge, kind of on the edge of the city. It's got a little compass that points northwest, so that it is a directional of on the northwest edge of O'Hare as well as on the northwest edge of the city.
Well, it's a very busy part of the city, and
it certainly is.
And I believe in fighting city traffic and all that. I think they're better off than being out by us.
You're moving away from the congestion of the city, is what we say.
So by helping the local residents, obviously bringing in people that are going to get hotel rooms, go to restaurants, do all that. First, it keeps the restaurants busy, the hotels filled, but also there's tax bases that come out of there.
Absolutely.
So if a business does well, they're going to continue to thrive.
Absolutely.
And so I guess the goal would be is to bring in people for a kind of restaurant that maybe everybody never heard of or is a hidden secret.
Right.
And maybe people that go there all the time don't want the secret out.
A little bit,
but you can't walk away from business. So,
Absolutely.
So you help companies.
We do. In the hotel business, we call it heads and beds, but in the restaurant business, we call it butts and seats. So it's a matter of getting people to enjoy our restaurants, which of course then is a benefit for the resident because the business is sustainable. We want our restaurants to do well, and sometimes you need those visitors to come in and help make those businesses profitable. We all know the restaurant business is a tough business to be in. Pre-COVID, it was a tough business, and now even more so with the costs going up and such.
It's tough, but I've noticed in a lot of restaurants things have gotten really busy.
Yes.
They really have started to pick up, and I think people are choosing, maybe I won't go out as often, but if I do, maybe I'll spend a little more money.
We hope so. We feel that people, for 2 years, 2.5 years, people lived without experiences, without birthday parties, without celebrations. And I like to call it our George Bailey moment. We realized what it was like to live in a world without all of these rites of passage, the graduations were missed, stuff like that. So now people are craving to get out, to meet, to be together. And even with some of the tough times that we may be having in front of us with some of the inflation concerns, people are going out to eat and they're traveling, and we're excited. So we think our industry is going to survive it, but we need all the support we can get, and that's why we do these promotions.
And that's why I say to people, a lot of people complain that we don't have restaurants that continue to operate. But I say, well, when was the last time you went there?
We need you to go out and enjoy them.
I go, that's the whole thing, is if
Absolutely.
you have a restaurant that you like, you need to go, or these
Support
people need
them.
a function. Or
Absolutely.
else, then they lose money, they're not going to be around any longer. So,
Yep.
well,
They all have mortgages to pay as well.
So to help that out, you have a thing you run every year. And what is that
We
called?
do. It's called Restaurant Week. We do a Meet Chicago Northwest Restaurant Week, and this year it will take place March 3rd through the 12th. So it's 9 days, encompassing 2 weekends. And there's 2 different ways for restaurants to participate. They can either offer 10% off the entire menu, or some restaurants will be choosing to put special Restaurant Week menus together for diners to enjoy.
Okay. I've seen, you'll advertise, obviously,
Yeah.
or the restaurants will, and I've seen whether a couple sampling dinners where you get your appetizer all the way through a dessert for a certain amount of money.
Yes.
So you can go out and try. And I recommend you do that. If you see a restaurant you've never went to, why not give it a try? You're
Absolutely.
getting a good price. And maybe you like it, maybe you won't, but at least you're not worried about getting
Absolutely. I think we
something
all
that you don't
kind of we all get into go to the same restaurant over and over. So now is a great opportunity to try new restaurants.
Right.
So we definitely encourage that. This is a great opportunity. It'll be we'll have a special landing page on our website, chicagonorthwest.com. You'll be able to find the listing of the restaurants that are participating.
Okay, and it's during the week also. It's not just the weekends.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 days, 9 full days. So go out often.
How many restaurants?
We had 62 restaurants in 2022, which was actually a record-breaking year for us. So we're hoping to beat that this year. They're still coming in at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a couple in Elk Grove?
We've already got a couple signed up. We've got Rocco Vinos and Real Time Sports, and we anticipate we'll get more.
Good.
Yeah.
And March, again, the March.
March 3rd through the 12th.
And you said you had 62 last year?
Yep.
And were the restaurants happy?
I think so. We do a considerable amount of marketing with the Daily Herald and WGN and a few other places, social media, of course. And it's great promotion for those restaurants, again, to get new diners who maybe are not regulars, who haven't been there before, get people from outside of our 8 communities to come into the community and enjoy those. So, yes.
Well, that's the draw. I mean,
Absolutely.
our area, when you look at the restaurants that are in the city and that, we pretty much have a lot of the same restaurants out in, say, the northwest suburbs. Very good steakhouses, seafood, all the rest. So people don't have to go and fight.
They do
downtown
not.
to get a very good meal.
Absolutely, but we also love to celebrate the mom and pops and the ones that are very are locals.
We talk about breakfast.
Yes.
I mean, a great breakfast is something. And everybody may talk about a steakhouse, but
Right.
I know more people talk about the breakfast at a certain
Absolutely.
restaurant, and everybody has their own little choices
Yeah.
that they like. But and lunches.
Yeah.
I know there's certain ones that only operate until 3 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Or
Some
3:30
of
in the
my
afternoon.
favorites here in town are only open for lunch. So this promotion is not exclusively that price fixed traditional restaurant week that you might see in the city and elsewhere. We wanted it to be available for the counter service restaurants and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So different restaurants will have different options. So we keep it pretty flexible for that reason, to encompass all of our restaurants.
Now, again, this question, I mean, the fast food restaurants don't get involved in this, do they? Or
We have some counter service, not necessarily the national chain
Yeah,
fast
right.
foods. No,
Okay.
they don't
Well,
usually. But
yeah.
but certainly your favorite hot dog stand would be more than welcome to sign up.
hot dog, or again, just very good breakfasts.
Yes,
and,
absolutely. We've got a bunch of options here in town.
Yeah, and they're also running at the same time. Everything's March 3rd, correct? correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how would somebody find out exactly what restaurants, if they say they watch a show and I want to, do they go to your website? How do
Absolutely.
they do this?
Go to our website, chicagonorthwest.com, and you'll see a landing page for Restaurant Week. It'll be right on the front page there, and you'll be able to log into that and see the different options, see the different menus, and see some photos and whatnot. And then we invite you to hashtag us if you're taking pictures. If you're one of the individuals who likes to take pictures of their food, of their experience, please put it up on your social media using the hashtag ChicagoNW.
Okay, and then you post them on your...
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yes.
I'm getting hungry just talking about this. I can't take photos of my food. It's not around long enough.
Right, exactly. Yeah, my husband, I drive him a little bit crazy, but
Yeah. Well, we have another event that's happening in Chicago. Why don't you tell us about what's going on?
Monday, February 20th is it's President's Day. It's also the Meet Chicago Northwest Family Day at the Chicago Auto Show. And we are so thrilled about the partnership that we have with the Daily Herald, who is helping put on this event. And basically what it is, all the kids are off school that day. So we have invited all of our attractions from the northwest suburbs to participate, and not all of them are going to be there, but quite a few will be there, including a NASCAR vehicle from the village of Elk Grove. We're basically going to be set up in the entryway to the Chicago Auto Show. We anticipate 35,000 people will come to the auto show that one day. We're going to be set up from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The show actually goes a little bit longer than that, and we invite everybody to stop by and say hello and take a look. We're going to have photo opportunities with the NASCAR vehicle and also get to experience some other attractions from the area.
Okay, so do you have your own hall or room area, or is this in the main room?
It's in the main area as you walk in. It's actually free to participate because it's before you have to show your ticket, but it's right in the main area. So you're actually going to walk right through our area if you're going to the auto show that day. So it's quite a big area. We have a stage. We're going to have some performers.
Really?
Some dance groups. I know we have the Trickster Native American Community Center participating, which is based here in the northwest suburbs, and a variety of other attractions from the area.
Wow, and it's just one day, though, that Monday?
It is just the one day, and I believe the Elk Grove Historical Museum will be there as well.
Oh, okay. Boy, I tell you, we did a show there one time.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, the things in that house and in the barn,
Yeah.
all of it. So
And it's free for all those attractions to participate, which is great. So
That's
to
really
get in
good.
front of that many people and show all of Chicagoland what we have to offer here in the northwest suburbs. We like to talk about an ecosystem a little bit when we talk about tourism. We talk about if you build a place where people want to visit, then maybe they want to live here. Then maybe they want to work here and build a business here. And I know that's important to
we're
our
all
village.
about that. Obviously, we want our village has thrived over the years with our industrial park, but also we don't have mass amounts of people leaving the village ever. In fact, it's hard to find a house sometimes.
That's a
and
testament
there's very
to
few.
how well you're doing, yes.
Yeah, so we look forward to that, but we always, as if you know Elk Grove, we like our events.
Yeah.
So it's just another one. But that's what makes it fresh, and
Right.
it's a little bit of something for everybody.
Right.
So this really sounds exciting for the auto show.
Absolutely.
But also, the restaurant weekend. I don't think, I've mentioned this to other people before, I don't think they realize that.
Right.
Again, stuff can be right in front of them, but unless somebody tells them,
Right.
they don't know these things are going on.
Well, we encourage people to check out our website all year long. We do have a calendar of events, so things like the concert series, all of those events then get entered into this. So if you're looking for something to do on Friday night, Saturday night, even Tuesday night, it'll list, you want to see live music in the northwest suburbs. You
Right.
don't have to go into the city. You don't have to leave this immediate area to enjoy those. And all of those events get put on our calendar of events on our website. So check them out.
That's the reason for it's better on the edge, right?
Absolutely.
Very
We
good.
believe it.
Well, I can't thank you enough for coming in today and telling us about it. I think the restaurant week and plus the auto show is going to be a phenomenal setup for everybody, especially with the day off of kids off for
Absolutely.
school.
Bring the family.
To bring them down, or if you're even looking for a new car or something at some point to see the new models out there. So it sounds like it's going to be a fun time.
I hope so. I think so, yes.
Well, thank you again for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to our program, everyone. I'm very happy to introduce to you today. This is Kelly Carbon. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, and you come to us from the Elk Grove Park District, a rather large organization in our community with many opportunities to participate in almost any aspect of life.
Yes.
So here we are, probably month of February. What are some of the highlights, the events you would like to feature?
Well, we have some of the favorite events that we've been offering for years coming back. And, sometimes for some of them we have a little different twist to them. And the first one I thought I would mention today was the Family Sweetheart Dance, which is February the 10th.
Now, is that different? In the past, it was like a daughter-daddy dance? Is
it used to be a daddy-daughter dance, and a lot of the guests are daddies and daughters that do dress up and come out for a very special evening.
So this is now, it's just kind of changed to be more of a total family event?
We're offering it to be more inclusive. So, if a father wants to come with their son or their daughter, or a mother would like to come with a son or daughter.
I'm sitting home saying, gee, I would have liked to have gone to a dance, so now everyone can.
Yes, we are welcoming anybody who would like to participate. It's recommended for ages 4 and above, but we definitely have a nice turnout. We have an opportunity this year. We've got doing a little limousine ride during the event, so kids and their families can come, and they will be treated to a little limousine ride around the Park District.
Really?
And yes. So
is that part of it, or you pay a little extra? That's part of it?
Yes, it's part of the event, yes.
Well, how special will that be? You can get in a limo.
Yes.
You're always expanding your creativity, what you're including.
We always try to
make
step
it a
up our
little bit
game,
more,
make it a little different each year. So.
I forgot to ask you, and I always like to do a brief history on how you came into being the position of heading up all of these programs.
Oh, yes. I've been the Director of Marketing and Communications for the last 4 years. Prior to that, for 4 years, I was the Superintendent of Marketing and Communications. And so my department has evolved, and we've grown in the digital space. So we have a full-time staff person that just handles our website, social media, and a lot of our digital components. And then we also have a full-time graphic designer who does our quarterly program guide and a lot of our print materials. And then we have a part-time designer that helps with some of our signage around town. And then I have a marketing and communications manager that oversees the day-to-day operations of that. So I'm working with that, as well as I'm taking part in a lot of our community outreach and public relations.
So a lot of creativity, a lot of people who have very creative minds.
Yes.
And including you.
Yes.
You stay awake at night coming up with these ideas. How can we better these programs?
We love to do that.
Yeah,
and it's constantly changing, just like technology. The space of marketing is always changing.
Well, I know Mayor Johnson always likes to promote it as the exceptional community. So the Park District is a part of so much of what happens here. So now, beyond the Family Sweetheart Dance,
Yes.
what's the next program you would like to promote?
One of the other things that we have for boys and girls to come out and participate at the Pavilion Aquatic Center is our family, it's our parents' night out. So mom and dad might have an activity or want to go out to dinner, and they can drop the children off at the Pavilion Aquatics for a supervised evening of swimming and activities, and they get to enjoy the pool.
And for how many hours is this particular parents' night out?
It's in the past, I believe it's been 3 hours.
Well, that's nice. That's enough time to go out and have dinner and celebrate one another, and then come back and pick up your child and take them straight to bed because they will be totally exhausted.
Exactly.
And that's pretty brand new kiddie pool section over there, isn't it, Kelly?
We've always had the Pavilion Aquatics Lagoon, but the the play feature is new. We
Yeah.
put that in right before COVID.
Right.
And so that's a fun feature for all ages, and they have spray equipment and slides and stairs and just a little fun feature
Yeah, it's
within
really,
that.
really cute. I'm
Zero
sure just
depth
like
area.
with
Yeah.
Pirates Cove, it draws people from all over.
It
to
sure
come to them.
does. It
Okay,
sure
so
does.
moving on from Parents' Night Out.
For some of our adults and seniors in the community, we're offering a chorus line production at Drury Lane. So we have an adult trip scheduled for February 22nd. And I know those fill up very quickly because we take our Sheila Ray Adult Center bus and we bring
Boy,
our
that's nice. You don't have to
guests
worry
for
about
that.
parking. You just
No.
hop on board, talk with your friends, and then you're at the event. And what will that include?
That includes the show and I believe dinner as well. So, or afternoon lunch.
Chorus
so.
line, boy.
Yes, chorus line. It's always fun, and Drury Lane is a very
Beautiful,
special treat.
yeah, okay.
So definitely, that's something that you can look at our Buzz newsletter. We also have a brochure that can be picked up at the pavilion that lists all of our trips in there. And of course, anybody can visit our website.
The website, sure. And then you still have those mailings, the catalog. Do we still call it
We
the
do.
seasonal catalog that
We
comes
do. We
to
have
the home?
our winter catalog, and this is the 2023 winter catalog. And in there, we do have the trips as well as all the programs that I'm going to be talking about today are listed in the catalog, and they can be found on the website, elkgroveparks.org. And a lot of people should realize that they can also register for many of these events and activities online. So you don't even have to come into the pavilion to register. You can do that with online registration. We have an outstanding preschool that is NECPA certified and nationally accredited, and we are really proud of it, and we would like to share this with the community. On February 21st, we're going to be having a preschool open house. So from 5:30 to 6:30, we welcome all of our prospective families who would like to come and learn more about the preschool and its offerings, and that will be at the Hattendorf building on February 21st, 5:30 to 6:30.
All parents will certainly want to take advantage of that. Now, you were talking earlier about over at Skate Park. You've had some changes made there.
Yes, we have Audubon Skate Park, which is located on East Elk Grove Boulevard across from the Hattendorf building. And we have an indoor skate park and an outdoor skate park. And our indoor skate park has ramps and a lot of very fun and challenging things to do with your skateboard.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
No, me either.
No.
But isn't it fun to
Yes.
watch if you ever get an opportunity to see the skill, the bravery of some of these young people? But
Yes, I love to see the boys and girls.
Right.
And adults. We have a lot of adults that go
and
out
it's
and
good
enjoy
that
it
you
as well.
have a specific location to go do it, and that they're not just out on curbs and
Right.
going down front porches.
Right, and we did do a little mini renovation to the skate park. We had a garage door put in, so it helps with the temperature control in there, and so it's a lot warmer than in the past because it's typically only open through the fall and winter season. So it will close, the indoor skate park will close April 1st, but then adjacent to that we have the outdoor skate park. So that's open to people at all times.
And should we talk a little bit about the many varied exercise programs? You were saying you offered Tai Chi and martial arts programs.
Yes, we have a lot of athletics programs for boys, girls, men, and women of all ages and interest and ability levels. And so we do offer Tai Chi, we have martial arts. Right now is also a big registration push for many of our youth athletics. Yeah. So if your family's interested in football, cheerleading, baseball, softball, we have those registrations going on right now as well. So they're taking those registrations at the pavilion or at the Hattendorf building. And then one thing I also thought that I would make a mention, there's a spring football season going on, which will start March 12th through April 30th, and that's for grades 3 through 8. So if you have some football, potential football players that would be interested in taking advantage of getting out there this spring, we do have spring football available. And we have the one thing that I thought you might be interested in knowing too, as well as many of the viewers today, is that our Pavilion Fitness Center has been around for a very long time, and this is the first time that we have looked at the pricing structure to offer a all-access pass or just a fitness-only pass.
Okay, so let's break those down a little bit here.
Yes.
So that the viewer will understand. Say they've been an ongoing fitness member all along, what changes for them?
So if they would like to enjoy the same amenities that they have been all along, then that's called the all-access pass.
So that will include pool?
That includes the pool.
And certainly track and classes and all the equipment.
And also includes yoga now. We didn't include the yoga before.
Change.
So now the yoga classes are all included in that as well. And so that's
only an all access.
That's the all access. That's what everybody's been used to. Mm-hmm. And now what we have, we're offering a fitness only membership as well. And that does not include the aquatics piece. So it still includes yoga, group exercise, but it does not include the aquatics. So if you're not going to be taking advantage of the aquatics area, then and you just want to come use the equipment and get on with your day, we do have a
Is there a
fitness
big
pass.
Price break for those that may only want that?
About $10 a month per individual.
And on the pricing structure, again, is it monthly payments are available or one-time payment?
Yes, you can do a monthly payment.
Mm-hmm. And they have a certain rate for seniors aged, what is it, the cutoff, 65 considered senior? Or do they?
They do have all of that information well documented on the website.
So people can go there for more information.
Correct.
So beyond athletics and dances and what would be, as we come to the conclusion here, what else would you like to feature, Kelly? Make sure that the audience is aware of.
Well, today it's snowing outside.
And you know what? I had my camera out. It really looked pretty when it's on the leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you have an opportunity to take a walk through any of our parks, we've got some beautiful, beautiful parks out there, and they're able to be enjoyed year-round. But the one thing I did want to make a very special note of, one of the calls that we get often is this ice rink open? Is the sled hill open? So we do have an ice line that people can call.
And where's that at?
The ice skating rink we have at Mead and also at Olmsted.
Oh, yes.
So they can skate there. And then we also have on our website, we'll let you know if you go to elkgroveparks.org if the skate rinks are open, because if the temperature drops below a certain temperature,
Sure, for safety. Mm-hmm.
well, what will happen is the ice will melt and then our liners can rip.
Oh.
So we want to make sure that we're
Sure.
keeping them in the best condition possible for all of our skaters. So make sure to abide by the open and close, and to check our phone number for up-to-date information on open and closing
Well,
dates.
as usual, no need to be sitting home alone wondering,
No.
what can I do in this community of Elk Grove Village? There's lots to do. Just grab the latest brochure, flip through, make a reservation to attend a dinner play or sign up for spring weather events coming our way. But Kelly, it was a pleasure to have you on the program today. Please promise that you will come back to promote again as we get into the year of 2023, all special events happening at the Elk Grove Park District.
Well, thank you for having me today, Sue.
Very nice to meet you here today. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you.
And we will be right back with the remainder of our program. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining the show today. And if you haven't met him before, this is Ross. He's the manager of EGTV. We want to thank Ross for stopping by today, as well as Heather Larson from Meet Chicago Northwest, and invite all of you to attend the Restaurant Week. And certainly, if you're able to, check out the Chicago Auto Show and see the NASCAR that is on display over at the Chicago Auto Show. And thanks to Kelly Carbon from the Park District taking her time to stop by and tell us the many opportunities available for fun and activity here in the Elk Grove Village area. And also, before we leave, Kelly did mention they do have a need for lifeguards. So if you know of someone in your family, someone who is skilled and certified in life saving, please have them contact Kelly. They would love to have you join the team over there. So until next month, Ross and I thank you for joining us here on In the Grove. Bye-bye.